Hey everyone, this is Darth Angelo 13, aka Angelo, continuing my Let's Play of Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs. I think in the last episode, to recap, we got out of the cellar area, and then, had our first run-in with, the man-pig, or something. I think that's what they're called. Let me go ahead and actually go into the game, because this music's so loud. Yeah, so the last one we actually we went through the church, found some cages, and then we found our first man pig. Terrifying as it is. But don't worry, we got more to see later on, and there's definitely more. Okay. I always wonder what's with that heart. Oh, actually, there is a reason. There is a reason why the heart's there. There was... Oh yeah, we're here. I forget where I was, honestly. Let me go ahead and backtrack a little bit, see if I missed anything. There's a fan there. Wait, what's with my lighting? Is it always like that? Oh, like, my lighting's like not what it was, because it's not this dark when I came down here. I could very well be hallucinating. Oh, down we go. So have Wednesday, I'm still feeling awful. But at least I'm trying to do this for you guys. Oh, you're gonna lock me in here? Well, ain't that fanciful magical. Okay, so I gotta fill these up with coal. I think it requires 2 of them. Oh, yeah. That's 2. Piston. No. None of that, please. Oh, we're starting this early, huh? Okay, there's a lot of clockwork machines here. There's a lever. Not much I can do about that. Note. October 18th, 1899. A series of collecting vents have been installed along the ceiling at this stage of the find. In the process of stunning and bleeding, the product often expels stinking vapors from its digestive system, which can be collected, condensed, and used in the methane boiler to drive the engine as a whole. In this way, the more product is processed, the more power becomes available to the machine, and productivity is actually increased. A simple stroke of genius, but one that encapsulates the benefits of self-regulatory automation. Cool. Actually, not cool. And apparently he has this whole place, like, located in the bottom levels of London. Yeah, we're in London. It's the main setting of the game. Pretty interesting, I might add. I think it's just 2 you just put in there. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, that one's turned on. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. Hold on. Journal. Lily's arms are made of steel. Lily's arms are silent. The pistons are silent. The plant is at rest. I must poke the hornet's nest to open my way, I fear. The scale of these engines suggests a far greater works than is visible from the surface. So my friend must be correct, and the larger part of this plant is underground. We are close to the Thames. No wonder flooding is such a risk. Thames or Themes? I think it's Themes, because that's actually a river in London, I think. Correct me on that. Any of you UK people out there? Alright, more of my journal. Fire and steel. The fires are stoked, assuming the same architect is responsible here as with the chemical plant. I surmise that a centralized control system regulates and operates the pistons. It should be a simple matter of finding it, and hoping the saboteur relented after simply extinguishing the fires. Okay. I don't like the music. And you're here again. You're a little creepy, but why are you here? Why are you here? Oh, it got dark. And the pig mask is gone. Great. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, it's like at that setting, but it's just so dark. Okay, let me turn up the brightness a little bit because it's so dark. Yeah, this is just incredibly dark. Yeah, we're here. Oh god, this is the worst. Was there any notes around here? Why did I go under here? What's the point of this? Let me see if I can find any of them down there. Because they are down there. Oh gosh, I hate this. It's so dark. It's so dark. It is so dark in here. I can barely see. I can barely hear them too, so like... Oh. Where? I don't see it. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Bunch of porkies around here. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to go. I'm so lost. I don't see a bloody thing. Oh, I don't see him. Where is they? Where are they? Oh my god, I don't even see them. Okay, I'm running. I'm booking it. Oh, I can't believe I got away. Oh. That was a trick. No. Oh my gosh, it's so loud, it's so dark, I can barely see, I don't even know what's going on, I don't even know where there are. Oh, I hear him. Oh, there he is. Jesus. Oh. Okay, I think it's... I'm running. I'm out. Screw this noise. Quite literally. The descent continues. What did that dark voice instruct me to do? Under the pistons, into the tunnels, and onto the bilge pumps. And if the door should be locked, I will have to find another means of descent. I cannot trust him. But my path is set. I shall ignore those noises, that snuffling, those shuffling steps below me. I will brave whatever lurks beneath, and I will save them. Get out. Oh my gosh, man, that was so bad. It was so dark. I could barely see. I just didn't know. And I do. April 30th, 1899. The crate arrived this morning, and I had it delivered directly to the workshop. The body is remarkably preserved, although there is a subtle yet nauseating stench of damp and rot. It is humanoid in shape, but has suffered severe skeletal deformity. Remnants of leather straps encase the torso, which is deformed, with evidence of substantial muscle mass and displacement. It is difficult to ascertain whether this unfortunate is the recipient of some barbaric surgery or was born deformed in an attempt to force its gnarled body into some semblance of humanity was made. What he is I cannot tell, but I smell the orb upon him, and I suspect my great-uncle's presence in his curious condition. So it can be done. We can reshape the body into a tool, accelerate the process of Mr. Darwin's evolution. But here my great-uncle and I part company. He chose men as the subjects of his experiments, but men are difficult to control and rotten with sentimentality. No, we require a new creature for our chattels. Loyal, clever, strong, easily sated. Ooh, like a pig, you say. Yeah, so that note that I just read there was actually, he found a grunt from the last game, Amnesia: The Dark Descent. The brute was the one with the metal platings. The leather one was the grunt. And his great uncle is Daniel, most likely. So there's that too. So, but some people say that's Alexander that they're talking about, but I highly doubt it. But it's most likely Daniel. Oh, lights flickering, I don't like that. Okay. I mean... Can I not? Oh, heck. Okay, there we go. Chemical transportation danger. Highly corrosive, highly flammable. Okie doke. Get in here. I don't think there was a note any around. And the nest of eggs. Through penny, sixpence, sparrows and doves. See all the angels a weeping above. There's no more forgiving. There's no one to save. For today, darling Lily goes into her grave. Yikes. Also, the stone egg that the twins were talking about is actually the orb that Oswald Mandus found in Mexico. If you didn't catch that. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this game. We're gonna fall. Yep. We have fallen. We can't get up. No. Oh, where am I?
Quickly, Mandus, find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the flood waters continue to rise.
Alright. Sabotage. Bruised and battered, but alive, I have survived the saboteur's best efforts. He and I are now locked in an epic struggle, but I am driven to find my family, and I will prevail. Ignore the madness about me. Do not consider what cruel and unspeakable acts I have been committed here. Find the way to the bilge. Drain the flood. Free your children. Alright. Also, this ambience is actually the same one that you go into for the collection. Okay, the thing I have. Maintenance access. There is clearly another passage beyond the locked gate. It seems I have a choice of approach. The padlock is old but firm, and after that fall, I cannot summon the strength to break it open. Perhaps I can find another way. Well, we're probably not gonna break it somehow another way. Even with your fall. Oh yeah, there's a chair here with an there's an operating chair here. What that's for? July 15th, 1899. In order to facilitate assimilation of tissue groups, a compound is required, or the cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects must be immediate and using incineration, or we risk continuous animation without form. This is unpleasant. A simple compound of 1 part Brennenberg infusion vitae to 1 part orgone monad dispersal fluid is sufficient. This can then be administered intravenously to subjects following reassembly to maintain bonding. The compound is unstable and highly light reactive. Once in the body, the Schumann lamp can be used to activate the compound, but outside the body is highly corrosive. It can even destroy small quantities of metal. So I gotta find this compound, apparently. Yes, so we're like deep under. Oh yeah, this right here. This, I didn't make note of this, but this is like what the temple looked like that he went to, where he got the orb. It's like an Aztec Mayan temple, but most likely Aztec. And the Aztecs have a lot of histories of human sacrifices and whatnot, where they rip out hearts to appease their gods to avert doomsday. The centrifuge. It's some form of bizarre mixing device for chemical compounds, and it positively reeks of the foul fluids I have seen too often before. It is clearly a compound, some volatile bastard of 2 composite ingredients. I shall wager I would find them close by. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, so why is the Aztec thing important? You'll find out later in the game. Oh, that one looks different. That piggy looks way different from the other one. From the other ones we've seen. Notes. A warning. Inflamed it is, burning it does, bleeding from each hole, fore and aft, leaking down my legs, blood and excrement. My lungs are in vomit. I pass clots of my organs and now onto the filthy stone. Drink this, he says, and I did drink it. I did do that. Because of the changes. They ripple inner me. My teeth sneeze out and scatter like mice in the dark. I cannot find them all. Gather what I can, push them back into my gray gums with my fingers, but the nails are all weepy and falling out. Drink it, he says. It'll help the running of the fever, because not us all can take the change. On the other table, a beast under a blanket. I never wanted to see under that, but he drank it too. He passed it under the blanket, and I heard it drink. Dear God Almighty, how can a man shit so much blood and still live? I don't know, man. The human body is much more resilient. As Alexander says, the human body is much more resilient than normally. Wait. This is all different. I'm running. I'm running. That door was not there before. Oh God. Okay, so that's one. I gotta find the second one.
It fell onto his hands and they eroded in front of me. To stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
Okay. Yeah. Oh gosh, man. This game could give me so many anxiety attacks. No. No. No, no more holding pins, please. Do not start or upset the acquisitions. You mean the pigs, right? All them porkies. Locked. Oh my gosh, man. Oh God, that's so scary, dude. Well, what's the... Oh, I think I know. I think I might know what that's for. Oh, a teddy bear. What in the world, man? August 20th, 1899. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. They have the sorriest specimens of humanity I have ever seen. No one asks where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding in their teeming, stinking halls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth. We give them laudanum to pacify them. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes, and filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. Into the manipulator they file in silence. I hear the hissing of gas. I hear the dull groaning as teeth are removed, as bones are reset. I hear the pigs screaming. We have removed all the mirrors. After the process, it is their reflections that trouble them the most. Afterwards, when they sleep, I walk amongst them. My children, I whisper to their dreams. You are my children now. I have children once again, and your forms imperfect will be the engines to make my own blood flow again. Yeah, well, you could safely assume this guy has actually gone super crazy. No.
Over there. Place it in the corner. What? You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hog, sir?
Yes.
Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be.
Locked. Oh, not again. Hi. I'm dead. First death. And yep, they do not reset. But he's like right there. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, he's like right there. Why though? I see you in the dark. What is he doing? Let me see if I can actually pinpoint his pathing. I know you can't see. Why? Where'd he go? Where did Porky go? Oh, he's just gone? Well, good for me. Good for me, he's gone.
The lift has been sabotaged. You will have to find another way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Mandus. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
Okay. I hear the screams of the damned. I don't know what that's for. Yeah, there's no way I could actually avoid him. I didn't know. I didn't know what to do there. I thought I was gonna make a break for it, but I got turned around and I died. Sorry about that. Don't. Whatever you did is you did. Do not. Wait a minute. Hold on. Locked. We're right here. Alright. Locked. Why? Oh. What is going on? August 4th, 1898. More experiments with Compound X. Took the drug and injected it with styrexine. After the expected convulsions and spasms, it died just after midnight. I immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X and introduced an alternating current via induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced. However, damage incurred prior to death was retained upon revival, meaning the dog continued in the acute state of strychnine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull. But drowning? Perhaps yes. It is after all known to be the kindest of suicides. If I were to drown, replacing the fluid in the lungs with Compound X should theoretically be perfectly possible as a revival method. Okay. That's not concerning at all. Whoa. That door disappeared. Excuse me? What? What is going on? What is going on here? As far as I can tell, there's no supernatural that's occurring around here. At least I don't think there is. And I'm somehow back here. Nice. Alright. There we go. Turn this bad boy on. Doors are closing. A heaty brew. I have the compound. It hisses and steams in its container like some living thing. A witch's jelly to burn and corrode. The container is made from glass, a strange choice unless there is some particular reason why the metal that pervades everywhere else cannot be brought into contact with this so-called Compound X. I should investigate further for clues. Alright. Yeah, it just runs in with piggies, and I don't like it. Why is that flickering? Why is that flickering? Okay, pick that up. And the light. Don't tell me what to do. I can go at my own pace. Alright, down we go. This leaking world, and the rhododendrons seem to be taking over the garden by the wall. I could dig them for you. No, get out. Get out of this house. You leave them be. Wow. I think we're in the sewers, I'm guessing. Great place to be, actually, for a horror setting, the sewers. Oh, I'm covered in excrement. Ew. There's a skull here. Yeah, some people died here. Ew. This is... Oh, I could just... October 22nd, 1899. Naturally once bled, the product must be scalded, dehaired, and scraped ready for broiling and evisceration. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high-pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there's a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature. which controls operations of the processing of product throughout the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the utmost importance in retaining product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using the principles of convection, regulated by the boiler and sending freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction, and superheated vapors in another. Alrighty, how much time I got left? Okay, we can go through this. I guess I'll change the thing again here. Sorry about that.
Isn't it dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Oh, snap. The flooded tunnels. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. To descend further, I will have to find the local sluice pipe pumps to drop the water levels. The smell is almost unbearable. It makes me gag. Why should the saboteur have flooded the tunnels, though? What did he hope to achieve? Yikes. There's the water monster. Great. Let me turn that back up a bit. Sorry about that. Well, oh joyous day, we have the water monster. They are back. Sort of. Hi. Yeah. Oh, not another one. Yeah, like I'm going in there with it. Ah, you're there again. Telephone, ring, ring. Alright, hold on. Let me turn this on real quick. Whoa, what was that? We are waiting for you. Oh yeah, my kids. Right. Yes, there's the temple there. August 1st, 1899. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. There is no Chelm, and I am no Eliabu. At least, not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do at the center, where the doorway is. The later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperature of those towers. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated, and their duality tears them asunder, as the other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters. They live sporadically, turn from one world to the other, and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world, and then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds have driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed and will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. Oh, how much I got left here? Okay, we can do a little bit more here. Yeah, so these things right here are the failed experiments, and the pig mask's gone. Great. Always with Porky disappearing on me. Yeah, so those guys are the failed experiments. Okay, so this is a dead end. This is where the pig was. So many pigs, man. Okay, that's closed. I need to find another way to another side of the bilge pumps. Okay, so that's open now. No. Oh, man, that's so gross, man. Wait. I heard something. I heard something over there. I just didn't quite catch what it was. No. Oh, please. I don't want to deal with this water monster. They're electrifying. I don't know what that means. Actually, I know what that means. Hi, Piggy. Why? Why is it here? I actually know why they're here. Alright, I think this is where the last pumps were. Alright, another note. February 17th, 1899. And I said, look, my darlings, can you see it? And they said, yes, Daddy, yes, we see it. A tall, weathering cap of a steep-sided pyramid, so like those of Egypt. Stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling about, intertwining with the stucco serpents that thrive about the steps. A palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten. And this is where the king sat, and this is where the priests lived. This is the house of the dead. And here, where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly, truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darlings, perhaps they were mistaken altogether. Or perhaps their tragedy was they could simply not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling in upon them. Yeah, basically the Aztecs. Like I just said earlier. That's literally what that is. And that's to drain the floodwaters. Mandus, post-diluvian. That's done it. Now I can enter the strange decontamination chamber once again and move onwards. The waters are pushed back, making the way to the bilge clear, where I can divert the remainder of this filthy torrent back into the Thames, where it belongs, and clear the path to the center of the machine. Is it Thames or Themes? Or thems? I need clear, concrete answers here, and I need them now. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left here other than to head for the decontamination chamber. No, stop that. Wow, this whole place is like... Ugh, I don't want to... Oh, we got this here. Why is this here?
We can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one. Mr. Mandus, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you have embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And so you set about things immediately upon your return?
Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
Yeah, lots of theming on pigs and the like. I mean, he's actually making... I mean, he has a whole factory of sorts. It's like a, Okay, so that's where I came in with that. Need to find my way back to the... No. Oh, there's the decontamination danger. Obviously, I'm gonna need some decontamination here because I am covered in excrement. Wait, hold on, how much time I got left? Okay, we can do this. Oh. What's that noise? Oh, hi! Yeah, that's the larger peg I saw earlier in the darkness. And there's a smaller one there. Oh, poor thing. Oh, he's limping. Oh, that poor thing. Whoa. A nest of wretches. Dear God, a whole mess of these foul creatures. No mind, my instincts have drawn me thus far, and I am sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means of further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business. And yet, I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike. And I will not think of what I have seen of the chairs and the cages. And I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. Oh my gosh, what in the world is this? Oh, these are like holding cells or something. Oh yeah, it's because music actually, from what I wanted to know, it's music soothes them. Wonder why. This is so disturbing. Remember, work together, sleep alone. Fraternizing will not be tolerated. Okay. Oh. Oh, look at him. And he's playing with blocks. It's so disturbing. It's so weird. More music playing. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, you don't want to see? Well, too bad. You don't want to see? Oh, that's... He moves, turns around when I, It's like a whole cell of these things. Oh, Lord. Oh my gosh, this is so disturbing. Now I kind of feel bad for them. Holy crap. He tried to get me, but that plan failed. Oh, one's sleeping up there. What are you doing over there? Crying or... Oh my gosh, this is so weird. disposal tubes, emergency access only. Oh my gosh, that is so weird. I am deeply disturbed by the sight of what was going on there. Now in the pipes. Oh, it's moving. Ow. Oh, something's moving. I don't like that. Down we go, further closer to hell. Yeah, so we got some insight on the pigs. Their minds are literally childlike. If you saw there, because one of them was playing with blocks, and the other one was like... And the other one was like, I don't know. It's all weird to me. Anyways. From tide to spine. And who is that third, that shadow, that spirit child in the background? That barely formed, that changeling, that almost lived, that never existed. Alrighty. Yes, we all see a bunch of like pigs just in this holding cells or whatever, and I'm just like, what is going on here? So something's obviously very wrong with this place.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mandus. You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean. And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer. Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
Okay. Alright, what does this say? Bilge pump, maintenance access. Okay. Yeah, so he was like, dude, so there was like this one, like, flash thingy, and he was like, do I look like I speak Prussian? I'm like, maybe. Because I'm actually Prussian, believe it or not. Sort of, like, I'm partly Prussian. That's cool.
He's here!
Who's here? Who's here? Who?
I said you'd come.
And who? The pump rooms. This must be the bilge pumps. I am at the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep his flood in place, he must have disabled these vast pumps, but he was clearly rushed. Thus far he has left most of his work incomplete. His clumsy efforts reduced to simply searching off all he could find. If I can locate the controls, the remedy will be simple. How much time I got left? I think I'm all out of time. So we'll continue where we left off right here. But yeah, we did a lot, actually. We explored more of the complex. And we're furthering underground, actually. Which is where the machine is located. I'm presumably thinking it is, anyways. So it's like a sort of like underground complex underneath London. And it's like, wow. This guy is Has a lot of resources up his sleeve. I mean, he's rich after all, so he has means to do so. But I do like the story behind this game, actually. I'm kind of getting invested. I actually like the story behind this game, but I can't really spoil anything much beyond that, what was talking about here. So basically, the Aztecs, if you don't know, they like spill blood and drip out hearts to appease their gods, so that way they can avert the apocalypse. And that's a theme that's going to be carried over into this game, apparently. For why that is, I can't spoil, but you'll see eventually. As for what the man pigs... Actually, there's two man pigs that you saw there. There's two variants. The wretches, which are the smaller ones, the ones I died to. And the engineers, which are the bigger ones. And of course, there's a third one that we encountered, which is the failed experiments, which is the water monsters of this game. There is at least one more monster, but it won't appear to the end game. But that one's actually the scariest one, in my opinion. But yeah, a bunch of porkies, but we'll find out their origins, and I'll tell you about them later on, once we get to it. And as far as the story is concerned, where Mandus like built everything here, he basically created he has this like this meat processing plant that he actually has. He's like a butcher of sorts. And for why he created the machine, it's never his original intention was to. The reason he created the machine was so. I'll get into that later. But Oswald Mandus created the machine for a purpose that is yet to be explored. But from the notes we could gather, is that he created the machine so that way he can actually, process it and refine the meat a lot quicker. Essentially automate it, basically, which is really cool and actually kind of scary that you think about like today's current events. And it talks about like religion and such is also really nice too. Really nice touch there. But yeah, that's all the time I got left. We'll do more later on, but I hope you'll enjoy it. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.